Aaron Gordon, and you're listening to the 3-Point Conversion.
Right here.
You were so close in 2018, so close this year. Is that going to hang with you for a long time? Just those two, like being that close to having maybe 5 titles instead of 3?
No, everything's meant for a reason. I'm just as proud as it to be on this team than on those championship teams, on some of those teams that, didn't even make it to the finals. You all want to win. That's the only reason you play, is to win a championship. But, the journey that you go on as a group, as women together. And, this year we went through a lot as a team. And every individual goes through their own struggles and, their own ups and downs. And for everyone to be able to collectively do what we did in that playoff run, I think it just says a lot about the people on this team. And I'm just really grateful that I was a part of it.
Does a result like that, where especially at the end of the game, it kind of seems like it slips away, does that maybe add more motivation to come back again next year, especially when you're maybe closer to the end of the career than you are at the beginning?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've been at the end of it for a while now. So, we've just been so good at the end of games that we just thought, we were just going to pull it out because that's just what we do. And it didn't work out that way. I think at one point, all 5 of us missed a layup. So the magic slipped away from our hands pretty quickly, and reality hit. And, we were a pretty devastated team. We had hopes of coming back here and play tomorrow night. But, that just gives everyone their own way to come back next year better, learn from it, no matter, if you're going to be 40 or you're going to be, 24 like Breezy and Sophie and Lon. There's always something to be learned, and that I think we all did.
And to kind of make that first point you made about the Magic, I mean,
Yeah.
It's not inconceivable to think if Sophie doesn't do what she does at GCU, that
Right.
the first round is when this season ends. So does that kind of, I guess,
Yeah.
make it easier to put everything in context of how much needs to go right to even get to that point?
I mean, these seasons are so they're so fragile in a lot of ways. You think you have everything together, and we sprained ankle, we torn ACL, strained calf. I mean, you really have to have all the things go your way to win a championship. And I think if we were fully healthy, there's no doubt in my mind that would have really put us in a good place. But I'm just I've never seen a team really fight this hard ever. And I've been obviously on a lot of good teams. I've been on some okay teams, but this team has a grit that just was incredible. And, I really enjoyed it.
You've said that before at the beginning of the year, like you can look at what you've got on paper, but there's 0 guarantees that it's going to come together.
Right.
Some of these recent years, they haven't come together. But then this year, despite everything it did.
Yeah, I think, like you mentioned, a free throw here, a foul there. We don't even make it to the conference finals, or whatever they call it these days, the semifinals, or I don't know what they call that. The Final Four now they're calling, I don't know what they call it. But, we always found a way. This team always found a way. I mean, Penny and I were talking about it yesterday. There was a point there where we weren't even in the playoff hunt until we got back from the Olympics, and we made a 10-game run. So that just shows a lot of character from this team.
Just do you have any doubts or thoughts that I'm fragile enough now that I can't be healthy for an entire season?
Yeah.
Or do you just think it was bad? Some of these are just bad breaks, like the ankle.
Well, I mean, a fractured sternum, I'm probably the only person in WNBA history had a fractured sternum in a game. So I would like to say that was bad luck in a lot of ways. I mean, I haven't rolled the ankle since high school, and that wasn't a jump shot, and I fell on someone's foot. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I was healthy for, 8 months working out, playing 5-on-5. Sometimes injuries happen, and if you play enough basketball, they're going to happen. And the older you get, the more they're probably going to happen. So I probably it's a little bit of everything, right? Bad luck, age, wear and tear. So we'll see where I go from here.
Are you willing to kind of talk about what you were doing just to get to play? And I've seen kind of
Yeah.
mentioned some injections, and we heard, I think, progress that there might have been a fracture in the foot as well as the ankle here. Can you just kind of
Yeah.
talk about what these last couple of weeks have been like?
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't been for as fun as it's been on the court, off the court. It's been quite a battle. You know, I had this avulsion fracture, which I still have, and it's probably only going to get better without playing. So that's been a bit of a hindrance. But like I said, once on the court, I felt great. And it was a battle, and I think anyone would have done the same thing to try to play for their team. And there was a lot of people on our team with, that were banged up, bruised up, but we kept pounding away.
We're not going to be able to get through all the ones on Zoom, but switching over to there.
We'll go to Michelle Vopel and then Doug Feinberg.
Yeah, Diana, there was some thought yesterday about the Mercury as players not coming to talk after the game. Was that a team decision, or was that, I guess, can you kind of tell me about what went into that? And is that a particular difficult thing to do, especially after a season ending loss?
No, I think we just had to take a minute, and that's what we did.
We're going to go to Doug Feinberg.
Hey, D, I got two for you. I have friends who have kids who say that they've had bad days. They come home, see their little kids, and they makes them feel a little better, obviously. Did it help when you got home last night to sort of see your family and the two little ones go, you know what? There are things that make life a little better now for you?
Yeah, absolutely. And, you, like I said before, you always want to win. And, sometimes you don't get to win. And it was tough because we thought we had a great chance, and it slipped away from us at the end. But once I got home and got up this morning, had breakfast, I took Leo to school. Baby Isla was hanging out. Penn's doing great. I'm just really lucky that I have a family that supports everything that I do, because it does take a lot of time away from their families. And I know in a lot of professions that happens. And you really have to have that foundation to be able to go on the court, go in whatever job you're in. And if you don't have that foundation, it's tough. It's tough to be completely present all the time. And Penny and my family and my friends have just been, they've been second to none.
And the second one is just, do you have a timetable for yourself when you might have conversations with Penny and your family about what you might do next year?
Yeah. We've been chatting about it already. And, this will be a ongoing dialogue for the next 8 months. And, when you have a lot of time to think about basketball and your future, a lot of thoughts go through your mind, but we'll see where it goes, Doug.
We'll go to Christina Williams and then Erica Ayala.
Hey, DT, this is Christina with Girls Talk Sports TV. At the beginning of the season, I had asked you about what you thought your legacy would be in terms of your impact on the game of basketball. Now, in hindsight, at the end of the season, could you re-answer that question for me?
I just leave it all on the court. The way I play is the way I play, and it's just never going to change. Whether I'm 21 or 39, when you love the game and you love to compete, you just leave it all out there. And that's all I tell my teammates, is just leave it all out there. Do everything you can, and then you live with the results, and then you move on. So, the game's beautiful.
We have time for two more. We'll go to Erica and then to Meredith Cash.
Thanks, DT. Erica Ayala with Sports Illustrated. Two quick ones for you. First is, you've talked before about growing the game, being able to do that, whether it's through USA Basketball, the WNBA. But now there's the Athletes Unlimited League that wants to have a five-week season, keep women's basketball players here domestic with their, innovative model. I'm just curious to get your thoughts on that. And do you see that as part of the process, or could it be part of the process in growing women's basketball in the United States?
I mean, I think it's a great idea. I've always talked about how going overseas is the only way to stay playing and stay in shape. And, you know, to be a country that loves basketball so much, and only have one professional league is, you know, it's a little bit silly. When you think about all these other countries, they have, you know, many leagues across different states and boundaries. So I think it's great to be able to stay home, work on your game, especially for some people that don't have an opportunity to go overseas or play in the WNBA. This is a great opportunity to be seen and stay playing. So I think it's a great idea.
Thank you for that, Diana. I appreciate it. I did also want to ask you a little bit about yesterday's game. You talked about, I mean, your game is your game. And I wanted to ask you a little bit about that early technical foul and what things you had to do to adjust to that, and or if there were adjustments that you feel you had to make with an early technical foul in the game.
Nah, technical is just another day for me.
We'll end with Meredith Cash.
Hey there, Diana. Thanks for being with us. It's Meredith Cash from Insider. I just wanted to give you a chance. You know, the Next reported that there was an incident with the locker room door, and I wanted to give you a chance to set the record straight before we let you go and maybe give some insight if you have any.
There was a lot of doors in there.
Thank you very much.
All right,
Thank you,
thanks.
guys.